A lot to get through, Ken. Where do we start? Do we do with the ins or the outs? What do you want to do first? Because you've got a fair on that agenda.
Lot to go through, a lot to work through. Look, we've obviously a situation that we're in. We've lost a few through injury. We've lost lost one through personal issues and bits and pieces. So there's a bit of a collection of why the outs have happened. And what we're optimistic around though is that we've brought in some people who have played some AFL football for us already and have shown them more than up to the task. We'll just shuffle around a little bit and be okay.
Let's tick them off then. Dixon.
Yeah, Charlie rolled ankle from last week, which we've seen in the game. He's a genuine chance to play the week after, but wait and see.
Juan Francis.
His back's been causing him a little bit of grief over the last 3 or 4 weeks, so it got to a point where we just need to give him a rest, and if that's 1 or 2, that's what we'll be.
And Burton for the second time dropped.
Yeah, that's a form issue as much as anything else, and Ryan's aware of that. Ryan's working really hard, and look, he won't be too far away. He's really confident and comfortable that he'll fight his way back to his best form, which we need. That's one thing I should be we absolutely need his best form, and he makes us a better team in really good form.
Flip side, the ends licence okay?
Yeah, Scott's okay. Got through training yesterday, so we're optimistic that he'll take his place in the team. So, and as is always the case, we don't mess around with the team. We typically name what we name, and they play.
Can you explain the Narple one? Because we all thought Rioli goes out, Narple stays in.
Yeah, I think it's as much around. We've had really good form in our sample, and the likes of Burgoyne and Dersmer and are playing really well down there. Mead's been playing really well down there. So I think we've got great optimism around what those younger people have been able to do and could do, and Quinton's been okay, and he's played a role, but I think he's still got lots to learn about the way we want to play. So it's as much around us giving opportunity to those who deserve it.
And the captain's back. So
yeah, it's great. It's great for Tom to be back in the team, and he's had to work really hard to get back in the team. And I've said this for a couple of weeks. He's been in pretty strong form in the sample. It's not like his form's so much kept him out now, but the opportunity and with Trent going down, certainly opens up a door for Tom, and I'm sure he'll come in and lead the boys the way he's done off the field. He'll certainly get an opportunity to lead the boys on the field this week.
So you talk about consistent.
Sorry. No, I can only speak about, I think Tom's incredibly excited about the opportunity to get back into the team, I think, and he's such a valuable person at our football club that he'll never put himself in front of the team, but in this case I can sense some excitement in Tom and an opportunity that he's really looking forward to the chance to come back and play some strong AFL football.
Is there no bigger, test coming in as a key defender than Charlie Turner and Mackay?
Yeah, they're pretty big. They're pretty big tests, but will always be the case. The support of the team will be the critical piece of that. And Carlton are in really good form. They've got their clearance game going. They've got their pressure game going. They're back in some really strong form. And knowing Michael well, I'm sure that they'll be still pushing really hard to get supply to those key forwards. Our job is to limit that supply and make it a bit easier on those who are standing those two boys.
Given how well Burton went against the Suns and against Jeremy Cameron, is that someone you maybe look at, going on one of those guys? Yeah,
well, clearly we've got to do something along those lines, but we've got Liam, we've got Tom, who are probably what we would consider our tallest defenders and possibly our best options. But we have also used Miles, as you said, and Lockie Jones is also a player who's played well and truly above his height over a period of time. So we're really optimistic that our athleticism is pretty important to us at the moment, and that will help us.
Charlie and Jason in particular made with next week in mind as well?
No, not one decision is made with next week in mind, because we don't do that. I'm not a coach who looks or wants to, and our coaching department is not a group who looks to manage and get people. We like to get them through, and we don't like to mess with the team. We like to keep the team pretty stable, and if you're in good form and you're not injured, we play you.
You talk about consistency of performance. What risk is there to that consistency when there's so much change?
Well, I think you're optimistic around that you play the same style of football at whatever level you're in, and you bring people in and they understand the game that we like to play and we have to play. So we get it that there's going to be some Ollie Lord's not Charlie Dixon. That's clear. I mean, Jason Horn-Francis is a young player. Willie Junior Rioli is a different player, and he's a really experienced player. So there's some challenges with that, but it doesn't mean that you don't understand the way we want to play. You always see these people grow with these opportunities, and that's what I like about, we even see Dante last week go back and play in Sanford and play a really strong game from his opportunity to play AFL. I'm just really strong on the fact that the team knows how the team plays, and whoever's in the team, they just go out and play.
It's a nice moment for Xavier Dersmer to return for his first game since round 7?
Yeah, it's really positive for us as a football club. So as much as we've lost a couple of people, we've actually brought in some people who we think will certainly help. And I mean, Scott and Xavier are part of our best team at any time, we think. So we think that's certainly a great chance for us to get a bit of a boost. And Xavier getting some football into him now at AFL level is really important.
Is this, I guess, given it's the worst time to play Carlton in a sense, they seem to have their tails up again, they seem to be putting a fair bit of form back together. Yeah,
we don't kind of treat it like you may. We treat every game as the worst time to play teams. Competition's so even, so tough, and we see it every week how close it is, and we know it's at our absolute best. This will be a tight game, and that's what we've got to bring.
When you hear the thought, Port's got to lose one soon, or it would help them to lose one soon, how does that rattle into your?
Never prepared to lose a game yet. So I don't even consider that. I don't consider that as an option in any game. And I don't want to sit back and reflect, we needed to lose that game. That won't be the way I'll view it. I'm going into this game as the club is and the whole coaching team is. We want to continue to win. I don't see any rules that say you have to lose. Certainly no rules about you have to win if you don't play well. You've just got to turn up and do your best. And we're not looking for anything other than our best performance again.
Is there any, what was the reaction when you found out Stuart Hewitt being stacked up there, everything that your Gold Coast backed him in the week before, and then days later he's gone?
What can you say other than I'm disappointed for Stewie? It's always a tough time, and the pressure of this game continues to show itself, and it's just at times it's totally unfair.
I guess quickly, people from your name to it unfairly. I know you don't like that. I mean, any update on when you're at? I guess with everything here.
Yeah, there's a month of the year called August. And that's when we said, look, it's been a really, really smart thing by our club, I reckon, at the start of the year to say, this is when these things are going to happen. The question gets answered the same way and it will continue to get answered the same way. As a football club, we are focused on what we're doing, that's winning football. And individuals, whether that be me or other people, will take care of those things when we said we will.
Brisbane's got a heat on it about not winning at the G. Your team has won every game on the road. What is it about Port when it travels?
I'm trying to think if we won every game. No, we haven't. We lost round 2.
Oh, Collingwood.
We lost round 2, so yeah, no, we haven't. But no, we're in good form. We're committed to what we play like, and we understand the way we play. And I think that's normally a reflection of when you can emerge and you can become one of the top few sides in the competition, that you have to be able to win away, and that's what we've been a pretty strong group for a good period of time, bar last year. So we're reasonably experienced, albeit we're not very old, which is good. So that helps you win on the road, I think.
Jed McAdee with a new 2-year contract. I guess it's just becoming a really, really nice story for you guys. Yeah,
it's a great story, Jed. Jed's outstanding when you pick him up mid-season draft, and he plays a really important role in our team. And everyone in the club loves what Jed brings, and everyone's so pleased to see him get a reward that he deserves, and he'll be a permanent part of this footy club for a long while, I imagine.
He said he couldn't see this coming.
No,
when Junior comes, everything like that. Were you confident that you get a level where he gets a new 2-year contract?
Look, all I can say about it is I just love the person, the way he is, and the way he goes about things, and everyone who works as hard as he does usually ends up with some opportunity, and he's earned every one of his opportunities, and he'll continue to earn them.